I'd like to talk about leadership in relation to tension. You understand, leadership is really an art of working with tension. Tension is, in some ways, your medium. If we just talk about pastoral care, we can talk about relieving tension. But when we talk about leadership, we're increasing tension. There are two kinds. There's the very common kind of tension between how things are and how things should be. That's where leadership, I think, is fun. That's where we all feel like, that's why I do this. That's why I went to seminary. That's why I get paid the big bucks. That's why I stay with it, because I feel the way things are and the way things should be, there's some distance there, and I'm willing to throw myself into the gap to help bring people from where they are to where they can and should be. That is a very exciting creative tension. But a lot of us, if we're honest, don't get to spend enough time there. Where we spend our time is here, in the tension between how things are and how things were. And so today, what I'd like us to think about is how we negotiate, how we lead into tension, but into an exciting and creative tension, as difficult as it might be. So my proposal is, what we need now is, instead of statements to bring us to a new state, we need questions that produce conversations that bring us on a new quest. When we think about the biblical narrative, we always think about stories. So for just a minute, I want us to think about how we normally read the Bible and think about the biblical narrative. I want to create a storyline, and here it is, okay? You could easily draw this. It's got 6 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. Does everybody, you got that little storyline? I'm pretty sure you can fill in all the lines. What's the first line in the biblical storyline? Creation. Garden of Eden, right? What's this vertical line going downward? The fall. Now, nobody ever told you that this is the storyline, but we've all picked it up. This line down here, history, right? We might say history in this fallen world. Okay? What's the vertical line? This is where Jesus comes in. This is the salvation line. This is the I'll fly away line. And when everything is in this life is over, heaven. And then our line down here, hell. Okay? So this is the biblical storyline that most Protestants and Catholics share. Now, I need to say, the Eastern Orthodox tradition would not recognize that storyline. This is a proposal that I'm offering. You don't need to agree with this proposal. It's completely unprovable. It's purely speculative. But my proposal is the 6-line narrative is not the narrative of the Bible. I think it's the narrative of Greek philosophy and Roman politics. As we deconstruct that 6-line narrative, and we say what replaces it, it's not replaced by a single narrative. It's replaced by a triple narrative. A narrative of liberation, creation, and reconciliation. And here's a colorful, sort of a playful way to think of it. Think of the narrative of liberation as length, and think of the narrative of creation as height, and think of the narrative of reconciliation, or peaceable kingdom, as depth. And so then think about the biblical narrative not as a storyline, but a story space. A universe that expands in the direction. It's not an anything goes universe. It's not like, blowing up a balloon and letting it go. It doesn't matter what you know. It's saying there really is a grain to the universe. The universe is moving in the direction, expanding in the direction out of the Big Bang. It's expanding into space, creating more and more space for creation, liberation, and reconciliation. And anything that impedes or opposes that move is what we call sin.